Man, there's got to be a gas station around here somewhere.
I told you to go before we left.
I guess I underestimated how far we were going. Maybe you can drive next time.
Captain, we're receiving a transmission.
Alright, welcome back to USS Ugly Truck. Today we are going to start the process of tearing into this 4L60E, okay?
Okay.
We're going to tear it apart. We're going to see everything that it needs to make everything good in it again, okay? But today we're just going to tear it apart, otherwise it'd be a 5-hour long video.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so this is a 4L60E. It came out of a salvage yard, okay?
Okay.
This is going into the red 86 C10 short bed. We don't know much about it. It still has its tags on it. We've got a 4C HD, which means it was built in 2004. It was either in a two-wheel drive truck or a van, okay?
Cool.
So, and then we know it's a 4L60E, all right? That's pretty common. It also has some numbers underneath the pan on the back underneath here that we'll see it once we flip it over. And it tells you about everything that you need to know about this transmission.
Okay.
Transmissions, they're pretty intimidating, I think.
Yeah.
Personally.
There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah. All right. So, just a breakdown of its parts. Let's see which one would be the first one. Okay, that'd be the front of it, starting from the front. Okay, and you're going to have all those parts in there, and that's the back portion of it. Okay.
Sweet.
And all those parts are crammed into that amount of space. Okay. So that's what's intimidating about them, but it's really not that bad if you take them apart and you kind of keep things in order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep organized and.
Yeah. So we're gonna tear this thing apart down to its very last piece, but I don't know the names to every single little part. If you know somebody that does, they probably need psychiatric help.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's just too many pieces in it to do that. I kind of know what they do, but basically when you're a mechanic and you take things apart, you're going to take things apart and look for wear.
Yeah.
And replace anything that's worn and put it back in the right process.
Yep.
You know, the right order, I guess. So we'll start. We're going to take this bell housing off just so it rolls around on my counter a little bit better. Some of these do not have a bell housing that separates from the actual transmission, but this one does. And we'll take the tail housing off of it also, okay?
Okay.
So really, just like when you're talking about a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive, that's where I always say it's easy to change them, because that's basically the 4L60 right there.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of pieces that changes that. So but this one's a two-wheel drive, so that'll be nice. All right.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so this thing came from a salvage yard. I already noticed it's missing one bolt. Okay. Don't know why, but we've got plenty of those around here. We'll replace that. These bolts can come loose and give you the impression that your engine is locked up.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a weird one.
We've seen that. They, if they come loose, if you don't get them tight, they'll run out and they push up against the torque converter, and you will think that your engine is locked up.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's all it is. All right.
What about that last one?
Where's it at? Oh, no. Let's see it.
Yay.
Alright, so that's that part. We definitely know where that one goes on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably don't need to label that one.
Alright, so let's take the tail housing off of it, alright?
Okay. Okay.
I already took the mount off of it. It had came with the motor mount. Oh. And this is my stand made especially for doing transmissions.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so this is our first glimpse of what the fluid looks like, and it's got a somewhat glimpse of red, you know, so that's what you kind of want to see.
Yeah.
Alright. Good. So, now let's get to taking the pan off. I don't have a fancy transmission stand to use on my engine stand, so this is what I do.
Just wrestle it around. Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure I'll get laughed at.
Oh. Surely not.
Okay. Alright, so it doesn't look the greatest, but there's no big chunks in it. It's not it's got some clutch material on the bottom, and the fluid doesn't look the greatest, okay? So, even though salvage yard says, yeah, it's fine, it probably wouldn't have been fine for long, okay?
Okay.
So, we're gonna fix that.
Cool.
Alright? Alright, so we're down to 3 parts. Or we've taken 3 parts off of it.
Yeah.
Good. It's the filter. Okay.
Okay.
Definitely won't use that again. When I take these things apart, I just go ahead and I will take everything off the bottom of them, the valve body and that, and we'll just get everything off of it because it has to come off anyway in order for all the other innards to come out of this transmission.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And it doesn't have any fluid in it because I had it hanging upside down for a
Long
good
time.
week.
Yeah.
Probably. All right. Oh.
Oh man.
That 10 millimeter's getting worn out.
It's got some miles on it.
Most of the bolts are very similar. You don't have to worry about that all that much. It's real kind of, what would you call it? It makes sense when you're putting them back together.
Yeah.
We'll take that out later. Alright, so there. Except for that solenoid is its whole harness. Okay? You know what I want for Christmas?
What?
10 millimeter socket.
Ooh.
A new one. Huh?
You could warranty that one.
Oh no. Warranty it.
You don't want to warranty it?
Uh-uh.
You want me to make a necklace out of it for you?
Yes.
For a keepsake?
This piece is in my opinion, it's the brain of it all. Okay?
It's the control room?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Control room. I've never had to replace one. I'm sure they do go bad. But I've never had one bad. Okay? So 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter. like I said, all the bolts are very similar. And then the 8mm ones, I mean, they're a different length, okay?
Yeah.
So it's perfect for a simple person like myself. Okay, so there's your valve body, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and the check balls.
Yep.
Forgot about the check balls.
Okay. Okay. We'll take that apart there.
Ah!
Oh, there you go. There's your pieces for that. They do have one of these that you can replace this with one that doesn't use a pin. If that pin's worn, we may or may not. We'll see. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so, and then for now, I saved that gasket, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Here's your plate. You see your little check balls?
Yeah.
Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see any more?
No.
Okay, so 7 on top, or on the bottom, technically, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna keep this gasket also. I'll just keep it with the plate. All right. Okay. So now there's some more check balls in here. We got to find them. See it?
One there.
Oh no, that one stays in there. That's right.
Oh, there's one right here.
All right. So one.
Oh, there's way down in there.
No.
No.
No. There's usually a perfect round hole.
A little circle.
For 'em. So that might be it. I bet it is. Okay. Alright, this is your torque converter clutch solenoid. Okay.
Okay.
That definitely has to come out in order to get the front pump out. So we'll set it off to the side.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
Why did I do that? I gotta change shirts.
Change shirts. Okay. Back after a short wardrobe change.
Yeah, Emily pushed on that little accumulator piston thingy, squirted fluid all over one of my Ugly Truck Experience shirts, ruined it. So we're back on it.
Yeah.
Right?
All my fault.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like usual.
Like usual.
Yep. So if I was doing that again, I would have told her. I said, hey, put a rag over that before you go pushing on anything.
Oh, okay. I see.
Maybe stop that from happening.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's pull that out. Okay.
You want to push on it
get
again?
rid of it, so then we don't have to worry about it anymore. So I put a rag over it, just as a pin that just slides in there. Nothing holds it. The piston usually pops right out. Okay.
Okay.
I have seen these worn before on the pin, and they do make one that does not use a pin. So it fixes that problem. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just got a spring below it and nothing else. Cool. All right. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get the parking paw out of it. All right.
Okay.
Where's Ripley? I said paw.
Ripley.
Juice for me. Okay. And we'll get the parking paw out of it. We'll get the wire loom out of it. And then we'll put the pan back on it so I can flip it over and
Okay.
not roll it around on that surface.
Yeah.
The pan will protect it. Okay.
Okay. And these are the numbers you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, like if the sticker wasn't there, you could identify what it's got the same number stamped right there.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool.
Because sometimes they show up and there's no sticker on them.
Yeah.
I think the sticker gives you more information than this, but I think you can get everything you need to know off of that one also.
Okay.
So, the parking paw just has a little, come on. Okay, it just has a little collar, I guess, that slips over that selector shaft. Okay.
Okay.
And just kind of holds it in its place. And then there's a, I think it's a 15 millimeter nut that we got to undo, and then this shaft will come out, and then it'll, well, we'll just do it. Okay. All right. Use a magnet so you can see it better. So there's the nut that holds it all together. And then the shaft has got kind of an edge on it, and it pulls out of that kind of hard sometimes. We require some pliers maybe.
Oh, I'm sure there's some special tool you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Costs more than a transmitter.
Good. So that's your part of your parking paw. The paw is actually down here, but it's what puts you in park. Okay.
Keeps it from rolling.
Yep.
Cool.
That's not a brake.
No.
Some people use those as brakes.
Uh-huh.
It's not a brake. Okay. You're supposed to brake the car with the brake to a stop, and then use the parking paw.
What if your brakes are broken? What if you break your brakes?
Yeah. I don't know. Look for the nearest hill. Okay. And that's just a bracket that rod pushes against to move the parking paw. Okay. Against its teeth.
Cool.
So that's the noise they hear every time somebody tries to put it in park with it rolling. Okay? Let's take the wire harness out of it. It's just a plastic plug. They do make a special tool for this, I know. I don't have it. Okay.
They make a replacement harness for these.
Oh yeah.
So if you do break one, I guess there's hope.
Yeah. Plus, there's a bazillion of them in the salvage yards, you know.
Yeah.
Getting it.
Side's moving. There you go. Hey.
All right. So, and it's just sealed with that O-ring. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So at that point, everything that's going to come out of the bottom of it is out. All right. So let's put the pan back on so we can move it around. We don't need a gasket.
No. You will eventually need a gasket.
Yeah, but the fluid won't come out of it when it's upside down like this.
Oh, that's true.
Not the lightest thing. Okay.
Okay.
Let's take this up. All right. And it comes out. This thing pushes against that retainer ring.
Okay.
So if you tap it down a little bit, it'll kind of releases it and it pulls out a lot easier than trying to fight it out without doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go through a box of gloves on this one because transmission fluid is the worst.
Yeah.
It feels gross, smells gross. People that do this all day, every day, they must be seriously used to it. Okay?
It does taste good though.
Oh yeah, great for your diet. Okay, so this is the part where if you don't have a great memory, all right, keep things together. This goes in and pushes on a band. Okay?
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep all the pieces like that together.
Cool.
Let's take the front pump out.
Okay. The silicone on them like that, is that a factory thing?
I think so. I've seen that before. I would imagine it is. I hope so. I don't think
Yeah.
this thing's ever been apart. Alright, we may have to take the pan back off to pry this out. Okay? I'll get another socket so I don't keep moving it.
Like that.
All right, so the front pump. You can come in here and break its seal, okay?
Okay.
And I think it comes out pretty easy. You don't really want to force it out. If you're having to force it out, it's probably not the way it should be. Okay?
Okay.
Take the O-ring off the end. This little O-ring here is what seals your lockup torque converter. Okay? When your torque converter is locked up, that's the shaft that it's, well, that's the input shaft anyway. Okay?
Yeah.
So. All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's like a little spaceship.
So that's the front pump. It seals with Teflon rings, and we're going to replace those. And when we get to assembling it, I'll show you how we do that.
Okay.
All right. And we'll also take this thing apart. Okay. And we'll inspect the pump to make sure the pump is okay.
Okay.
All right. But for now, we'll take and start lining up our parts. Okay.
All right.
All right.
You got a serious cart corral going for this one.
Oh yeah. We're gonna use all the carts. All right, pan back on.
Stand back on.
all these parts out of the way, so. Alright, so on the end of this drum, between that pump and that, there's that washer, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so the band that with this thing applied, it has to be removed, okay?
Okay.
And in order to do that, that pip has to come out, okay?
Okay.
There it goes. Alright. So, magnet?
Magnet.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I thought that would be a lot harder to get out.
You'd think, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
That's the band, okay? In the transmission, it goes around that, squeezes on that. Okay? See, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this clutch, this is the clutch that I've always seen burn up. Either the piston down below failed, and this clutch was burnt up, and you have no, I think it's third and fourth gear. Okay.
Okay.
And then there's also this clutch. Okay.
Okay.
So we will put them in a row. Okay.
Okay.
Put the fan back on for the 10th time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, it's getting lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now.
Everybody go out then.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very nice. I thought we were going to have to get the torch out for a second.
Bigger hammer. Okay.
Okay. Planetary gear set.
Ooh. It is a spaceship.
Yeah, it really is. Okay. So, okay, there's that. Sometimes I've seen that thing broke right there. It just cracks. So we'll look it over really good before we reuse it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now there's the low gears, the 1-2 clutches, I believe.
Okay.
In order to get it out, it's got a little snap ring right there.
It's a big snap ring.
Yeah, big.
Big.
All right.
Okay. dump it out.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll get one of those things for our engine stand. Kind of nice to have.
Yeah. A lot less messy also.
Okay.
Yay.
So there's your output shaft.
Sweet lightsaber, man.
Alright, so what's left is another clutch down on the bottom here. Okay.
Okay.
It's part of the last one that I just took out.
I have a question. This was sitting right here.
The little bell thing.
Yeah, what does that do?
I'm not sure, but that's what it does. It just sits in there where that spring goes in. You set that in there, and then you put your clutches in and your retainer spring with this thing sticking out just a little bit. I'm not sure what it does. Maybe we'll find out. Okay.
But if you didn't put it back in, you'd find out.
Right. Okay. So it looks like you're done, but you're not, because that's a piston. All right. Or well, this is a spring that's holding this clutch drum. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a piston underneath that.
Huh.
So we got to get that out of there, and then that's it.
Cool.
That's the last of the parts that are in the case. All right.
Okay.
So. You guys need something?
Oh, it's a big stretch. Are you guys mad at me? That's all you guys are mad at me.
Okay.
Back.
We're back.
All right, so the last piece, we got to get this piston out of here, okay? It's sitting in the bottom. You can hardly tell that anything's really in there, but there is something in there, okay?
Okay.
There's a special tool to do it. I don't have it, of course. All right. So. Bearing just happens to fit in that perfectly.
Sweet.
Alright, so I'll tighten this nut up and it will push that spring down enough for me to get the snap ring out.
It's spreading out.
The tool is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, I got that spring.
Yay.
That's probably the toughest part of doing the whole thing, but let's get this spring.
Way down in there.
Good.
Yoink.
so that's the piece I was pushing on.
Oh, wow.
I bent it, so I'll replace that. Okay. All right, so now it really looks like there's nothing in there, but that's a piston. Okay.
Okay.
And the way to get it out is we'll take the pan back off of it, and there's a hole that you blow air into, and it'll pop that out.
Ooh.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
Then I'll probably have to change my shirt again. And I would say I know what hole it is, but I'd be lying if I did. So I think it's this one with the chuck ball. Or it might be that one. So we'll try those two and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now that I think about it, I do think it's this one, not the chuck ball one.
Okay.
So I'm going to try this one first.
Okay. I'm going to stand over here behind you. Ooh.
I was right.
Huh.
Okay.
Cool.
So that is it.
Okay.
There, everything is out of that housing. Okay.
Is there anything in the housing itself that you have to inspect?
You'd want to look it over for like cracks and stuff, but this thing's fine. Yeah, just look it over good. The piece for the parking pawl, it's still in there, but there's no reason to take it out.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, put the pan back on it.
For the 400th time.
And it's ready to be cleaned, okay?
Okay.
So this one, I'll just pressure wash it.
Yeah.
To start off with, I'll pressure wash it, then we'll hit it with brake clean.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Clean it out. It will be ready to assemble this part of it. Okay? Alright. Oh, we're done with that for now. We can get rid of it. Okay?
Okay.
Almost done making a mess.
Almost.
Almost. So let's take a look at the pump. Like I said, these are Teflon seals. We're going to replace those. Look at all the surfaces where bushing rides on it, like right there, and make sure nothing's worn.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to go through all the clutches and look at the same thing. This thing only goes together one way, so I can't screw it up.
That's nice. Whoa.
Okay. So there's your pump. So you're gonna inspect it for wear. All right. And if they're worn, you can tell. You can see it.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. You can take this piece out, but I never do. So we'll clean it all up again, oil it up and assemble it.
Okay.
Oil it with transmission fluid, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So just give everything a good look over. Make sure everything looks good. If it's worn, you can see it. And this one's got a little bit of wear on it, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's put the pump back together so we don't lose any of the pieces. Okay.
Okay.
Just temporarily put it back together. All right. wonder what it would do if you didn't put the vanes in it. It probably wouldn't pump very well,
Yeah,
you know?
probably pretty important parts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one more.
Two more.
Two more. Alright, so what do you think? Just turn it upside down to put it together?
Think so?
No.
I was gonna say. Good luck.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, see. Like I said, it only bolts together one way. Alright, so we'll keep that together. This all looks good. We'll replace those when we go to put it back together.
Okay.
Plus we still have to take this all back apart, clean it up real good, lube it up, and then put it back together, but that'll be the last piece before we slide the torque converter into it. Okay.
You just leave the seals on it for now
Yep.
till we get everything ordered and everything shows up.
Yes. So, all the clutches, the way we pulled them out, you can see all the wear surfaces on them without tearing the clutches apart just yet. All these surfaces, okay?
Okay.
So look everything over like that. Thrust bearing. Check out your planetary set. Make sure it all looks good. Yep. Okay.
Cool.
I mean, look them over better than that, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying for now. And then we already looked at the input shaft on the drum. All right.
Okay.
And we'll look at those surfaces, okay? And we'll leave those Teflon seals on for now, and we'll replace those when we go to put it together.
Okay.
Definitely look at this drum, check it over real good, and make sure it is not cracked right there. I don't know if they changed these or not, or made them beefier, but it seems like the newer transmissions, that's not such a problem anymore. Okay?
Okay.
But it was before, I know that. We fixed a couple of them.
Yep.
Okay. So, as we get parts for it then, well, we've got the parts for it, but we'll get to putting it back together, and we'll do one clutch at a time, basically.
Okay.
So we don't have 1,000 pieces of
Yeah.
parts sitting all over the place to make it confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
Yep. And don't throw away your gaskets. Don't throw away that one. Definitely don't throw away these two.
Okay.
Keep those for now, and that'll get replaced. But I keep it until I have the other one installed.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure everything looks
Just in
the
case.
same.
Yeah, just in case to look it over and make sure it looks exactly the same. Okay.
Okay.
I even keep the filter until it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I guess you could cut your filter open and really see what was going on in there.
Yeah. And I bent this because I really don't have the right tool, so I'll probably maybe need to invest in the right tool.
Possibly.
Yeah. So I'll replace that. Okay. And everything else, like in the valve body, we're gonna clean all this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna disassemble the valve body. I maybe would if it had really bad looking fluid in it, but the fluid doesn't look too bad.
Okay.
But it'll get cleaned, and I just don't mess with the valve body because that's something you can do on the car if there was something that wasn't right with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. the electronic portion of it. This is the electronic portion that controls the shift, the shifting on this thing, and I will reuse this. And same thing with that. Like if there was something wrong with it, pull the pan off of it and replace it.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all right there.
But, yeah, but like I said, I've never had to replace one of these yet. I'm sure they do go bad, but I haven't seen one go bad yet.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. But I won't replace it if I don't have to. And the output shaft, look at all of its surfaces. And this one looks really nice. And then we'll also replace some bushings, you know, that this thing rides on when we go to assemble it. Okay?
Okie dokie.
All right. So you have to clean the housing.
Okay.
And I'll do the rest.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, so that's part one of the disassembly and inspection of a 4L60E. Make sure you keep an eye out for part two of it, where we start to assemble it, okay?
Yes.
We'll do all the cleanup work and all that and have that done, and then we'll come back and we'll start putting it back together.
Sweet.
Okay? Well, we got something pretty cool in the mail this week, and we just wanted to give you a sneak peek, and here it is.
Sweet.
Dakota Digital. This is the digital dash that's going to go in the blue 86.
Yep.
Right? Dad's truck is what he calls it.
Yep.
And so he ordered that, and he's been waiting for this for quite a while. They're kind of back ordered, I think, at Dakota Digital. So, but we're also putting one of these in the red truck, so we'll be doing that one, you know, when we do it.
Yep.
But it was pretty cool to see this. I love these things. So.
That is sweet.
Yep. All right. So that'll be another fun one. We'll get this transmission done, and we can get the engine in and start doing some wiring.
Yes.
Okay.
The real fun begins.
Yes. The stuff that I love. All right, so that's it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you the next time.
It's just what we suspected, Captain. No sign of intelligent life on this planet.